Hey everybody. What if it only took 20 seconds for you to make tens of thousands of dollars in your business? As business owners, we often feel like we don't have enough time to make the kind of money that we want to make. But when you know how to captivate an audience, 20 to 30 seconds is all you need to have the right people coming up to you at a networking event or during a virtual talk, reaching out to you in the DMs to ask you how they can have a conversation with you and find out how to work with you. So needless to say, having a 5-minute opportunity today feels like oodles of time to me, because this has been my experience and those of my clients. And it happens when you turn your elevator pitch into a show-stopping mic drop moment that you can use at a networking event, you can use it in one-on-one conversations, and you can also use it in personal and social interactions. It's an entertaining way of making sure you're getting your message everywhere possible, because your clients are like oxygen, right? They're everywhere, they're all around you. And the system works when you make every second count. So I'm gonna give you some do's and don'ts today on how to turn your elevator pitch into a mic drop moment. So in those 20 or 30 seconds, you need to do 3 things, and we're gonna call them the 3 C's. So the first is you need to captivate. You need to say something to get everybody's attention so they stop looking at their phones, they stop chatting with their neighbor, and they're focused on you, because if they're not paying attention, they're not gonna hear anything you have to say. The second thing is you need to connect. So you need to share something that is personally meaningful to your ideal clients. You wanna make them feel something. You wanna shift their perspective. You wanna give them a valuable tip or an insight that they can take away from it. And thirdly, it needs to lead to a conversation. So the conversation is the third C. So you want to be able to activate those ideal clients to take that next step, which is to have a conversation with you. So those 3 C's again are captivate, connect, and conversation. Now let's look at the don'ts. So there are 3 really common mistakes that people make that don't allow your elevator pitch to have the impact that it could be making. And the first is you don't want to make it about you. I know so many business owners, they put so much time and energy in crafting this beautiful, elaborate title for themselves. For example, if you're a weight loss coach, you might call yourself a body transformation facilitator. You know, you put so much care and effort to come up with that name, but the truth is that's not why people are hiring you. I know it's really counterintuitive, and we put so much effort because we want to stand out. We want to be different from other people. We want to differentiate ourselves and talk about how we're different. But the truth is, in order to connect with your ideal clients, you want to be relatable. So in a way, you kind of want to do the opposite. You want to share a story or an experience that everyone can relate to. Talk about everyday life experiences, because when you do that, it creates a sense of belonging and connection with you. And then when you connect that to your business, it makes it so much more meaningful and memorable to them. So I promise you, that story about how the other day you almost lost your cell phone and you were freaking out about it is going to land so much more powerfully than the story about how you learned how to harmonize people's chakras. That brings me to don't number 2. Don't talk about your process. I know how fascinating and stimulating it is to talk about and geek out on your methods, but that's actually can be a turnoff for your ideal clients. Because whether we like it or not, when we're on stage, people are judging us, right? And when we start talking about the tools and methods that we use, either they like it or they don't like it. They have experience with it or they don't, or they've heard things about it and they think it's good or bad or right or wrong. And any time that they might have a negative judgment or impression about the tools and method you use, automatically they've disqualified themselves. And you don't want that to happen, right? So instead, think about that painful, urgent, and expensive problem that your ideal clients are living with right now and give them that exit sign. Say, hey everybody, this is the problem I solve, and this is the benefits and results that I can deliver. And when you do that as tangibly and clearly as possible, it's going to be that much more powerful. Third tip is don't waste your words. Plan, practice, and rehearse. Don't script it, but make sure your pitch is 100% filler-free, that you remove all the non-essential. So I know I've shared a lot, but in my deep dive VIP training, I go into the step-by-step process of exactly how to craft your pitch so that you can wow your audience in 30 seconds.